Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling a case that, honestly, still haunts Bloomington, Indiana. The disappearance of Lauren Spierer back in June 2011.
It really does. And our focus today, it's really about understanding how a night that started with, actual verifiable footage, security camera.
Right. Objective evidence.
Exactly. How that just completely disintegrated into this maze of conflicting stories. Hearsay, really. A total void where facts should be.
An image that sticks, the one you just can't shake. Lauren, 20 years old, tiny 4'11", maybe 95 pounds, last seen 4 in the morning.
And crucially, barefoot, no phone.
Yeah.
Just incredibly vulnerable.
When you start looking into who Lauren was, you get these sort of two pictures, don't you? There's the Lauren her family knew, volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, really caring. And then there's the college student navigating that world, maybe with some vulnerability.
And this is where the medical side becomes absolutely critical. Lauren had long QT syndrome. It's a serious heart condition inherited. It means doctors had given her very explicit warnings, like urgent warnings that alcohol, stimulants, they could be fatal for her. But the reality, according to police sources, was complex. She had a history of substance use.
There was a prior arrest, right, and cocaine found in her room after she vanished.
Yes. And that conflict, her known medical risk versus the choices made that night, it's the core tension. It fuels basically every major theory about what happened.
So let's walk through those last hours, because that's where things get so confusing. It really starts to go sideways after she leaves Kilroy Sports Bar. That was 2:27 a.m.
And leaving her phone and shoes behind. Just a fateful decision looking back.
She was clearly very intoxicated. So much so that Corey Rossman, the guy walking her back towards her place, he actually got punched in the hallway of her apartment building.
By other students, yeah. They were apparently concerned about how Lauren was being handled, how intoxicated she was. And Rossman, he later claims complete amnesia about what happened right after that fight. Just blank.
Then we hit the last solid piece of evidence. The final confirmed visual. It's 2:51 a.m. Security camera footage shows her exiting an alley. Her keys, her purse, they were found near there later.
And after that single camera shot, poof, she's gone from all surveillance, every camera in that area, nothing.
It's like she walked off the grid.
That's exactly what investigators call the black box moment. The narrative moves inside the 5 North Townhomes complex, and objective evidence just stops. We're relying entirely on accounts now.
So what are those accounts?
Okay, so Lauren's roommate, Mike Beth, he reportedly helps her over to a neighbor's apartment, Jason Rosenbaum's place. This is maybe around 3:30 a.m. She apparently didn't want to sleep on their couch.
And Rosenbaum becomes the last person to officially report seeing her.
That's right. His story is that she insisted on leaving his apartment at 4:30 a.m. He says he watched her walk out towards the corner of 11th and College Avenue. And that's it, the last reported sighting.
And the silence that followed. That became the investigation's biggest hurdle, didn't it? This perceived wall of silence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The young men she was last known to be with, Rossman, Beth, Rosenbaum, and also her boyfriend, Jesse Wolf. They all hired lawyers very quickly.
And refused police polygraphs.
Correct. Which is their legal right, of course.
Yeah.
But publicly, it created this strong perception, fair or not, that they were obstructing the investigation, hiding something.
So with no body, no real physical evidence turning up, what are the dominant theories investigators have worked with?
Well, without forensic evidence, you're left with scenarios. 2 really stand out. First, accidental death and cover-up. The idea here is that Lauren perhaps suffered a cardiac event because of the long QT and substances, or maybe an overdose.
And the men she was with panicked.
Exactly, they panic. They're facing potential legal trouble, providing alcohol, maybe drugs, possible manslaughter charges depending on the circumstances. So the theory suggests they made a terrible choice. Hide the body to avoid liability.
Okay, that's one path. What's the other main theory?
The other one is,
Yeah.
well, it's darker. It involves Daniel Messel. Remember, he was convicted years later, 2015, for murdering another IU student, Hannah Wilson.
And the connection.
Messel had a pattern. He targeted vulnerable young women. And crucially, he was known to frequent the exact area of Bloomington where Lauren disappeared, around the time she vanished. It's a chilling potential link.
It really is. And looking back, there's been criticism, hasn't there? That maybe the police weren't aggressive enough in those first crucial hours and days.
There has been. Hindsight is always 20/20, but those first 48 hours are critical. The case now, it just feels like this open wound, an agonizing lack of answers, just as her mother, Charlene Spierer, describes it.
She's always said it comes down to someone's conscience, right?
Yes. She believes someone knows something,
Yeah.
and that eventually their conscience will compel them to come forward. That's the family's enduring hope.
So as we wrap up, here's something to think about, something that really highlights the complexities here. A civil court looked at this and ruled that Lauren's friends, the ones she was with that night, had no legal duty to protect her.
Even though they clearly recognized how vulnerable she was.
Right. They saw her state, but legally they weren't obligated to ensure her safety. And that ruling, it just throws into sharp relief this gap we sometimes see on college campuses, the gap between what we might expect morally from people and what the law actually requires. It's a question that hangs heavy over this case.